in. So first of all, guys, for a Linux server, you have to use the keygen, right? So you have to use the keygen to create a private file, right? So private password file. So what do I do on this Putty gen, right? Putty key generator tool that we have. We go ahead and click on load. Okay, and in this load, I'm going to load this file that we just downloaded. Okay, so the key pair that we just downloaded, I'm going to load this file, right? So if you see, this file has been successfully loaded to PuttyGen. Now, guys, if you see here, there are two options: save the public key, save the private key, right? So these two options are there. So I just click on save private key. All right, so I click on save private key and I save it over here in the downloads. Maybe I can say Linux key, right? So I'm just calling it Linux key and I save it. Right, so now I have the key to access the Linux server. Okay, so this is how we access it. So now, guys, what do I do now to access the server? All I have to do is just open Putty, right? So far I accessed Putty gen. So from the Putty key generator, I generated the specific key for the server. Now what do I do? I open Putty. From here, I will access the server. Okay, so how do I access the server? First of all, guys, on the left hand side, you will see a lot of options, right? So I click on SSH, right? So this plus expand sign next to SSH, I click on this, right? So this SSH that we see here, under that you have many options. Here I have an option saying auth, which is authenticate. So I click on this authenticate. Here I can browse and select the private key file that we just generated from the Putty generator, key generator, right? So if you see here, private key file for authentication. So I just browse, okay, and I search for that file. This is the one, key, Linux key that we just generated, and I open this file. Okay, so now my key file is in. The authentication file is now in. So I don't really have to put any password. Okay, I just have to put the username and that's it. It will automatically log me in because it will take the password from this file that I have put in. Right, so that's it. Now I go to this session again. On the top left, I click on session and it takes me to the screen. So on this screen, guys, I will put the IP address, the public IP address of the Linux server. Okay, so I select this, I copy it, and I put that IP address over here. All right, that's it, and I click on open. And if you see, guys, I'm able to connect to the server. Okay, so it is taking me to that location. Now, what do I have to do? I just have to put in the username, right? So there is a common default username for this Linux server, guys, right? And that is EC2-user, right? So let me just increase the font size, guys, just once again. Okay, so if you see, guys, the username is EC2-user, right? So now I just click on enter and I'm into the server. Okay, so now I'm logged into the server. Here I give a command called as sudo su, right? So this is the command so that you become the super user so that you can enter any commands here.